Happy holidays, everybody. Welcome to this Christmas flow. Thanks for joining me on the mat today. We're going to get started at the top of our mat and standing. So you can connect the big toes together. Heels can be about 1 inch apart, or you can take your feet hip width distance, whatever is most comfortable for you. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Palms are going to face forward. We're going to spread through the toes and draw the belly in towards the spine. The crown of the head is lifted. And let your eyes close. And just begin to let your breath lengthen. So your inhales and your exhales are getting just a little bit longer. Slowing down the mind, slowing down the body. Things can get really crazy this time of year, very busy, lots to do. So this time that you set aside for yourself, allow this to be a time where you don't have to think about any of those other things. You let go of all the external stuff and you kind of just look inward. You just look inward. What do you need today? How can you slow down? And we're going to move our body and we're going to connect with our breath and just allow your mind to not wander off too far, but feel your body. Be in it. And when that mind starts to wander, just come back to the breath. If you can set an intention for your flow. In your practice, and take 3 more breaths here. Breathe in. And breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. And for this next breath, your hands come to heart center. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in, reaching your arms up overhead. You can open your eyes, interlace your fingers, point your index fingers up towards the sky, and then just side bend over to the left. Stay grounded down evenly through both your feet and feel that stretch on the right side of your torso. Breathe in. Side bend a little bit more. Breathe out. Come to center on your inhale. Side bend over to the right on your exhale. Keep your ears and your inner arms connected. Feel that stretch through the left side. Breathe in here. Go a little bit deeper into your side bend. Breathe out. Come to center. Breathe in. Draw that belly up and in. Tuck that booty just slightly. And then drop your left hand down. Take your right hand over to the left ear. Elbow is up towards the sky. And then just side bend your neck to the right. You should feel that stretch through the left side of your neck. Reach your left hand down towards the ground. One more breath here. Breathe in. Left hand feels very heavy. Breathe out. Switching sides, right hand drops down, the left hand goes over to the right ear, and then just bend your neck to the left, reach that right hand down. Again, we want to keep that shoulder down and just bend at the neck, not the spine. So keep the chest up tall and stay centered. One more breath. Breathe in. Right hand's really heavy. And then come all the way back to center. Clasp your hands behind your back and then press your hands towards the back of the mat. And then draw your chin down in towards your chest. Keep spreading through the toes. Feel the mat underneath your feet. Take a big breath in. Keep that clasp behind your back, bend at your knees, and gently fold forward. Hands are gonna hang behind you. You can always grab opposite elbows behind your back here as well, but just keep a bend at the knees and rock side to side. Let the head hang heavy. Let the hands fall so that the front part of your chest opens. Stay here, 2 breaths. Try not to let the mind wander off. And then release your hands and just keep them planted down on the mat. So take them all the way down. Head hangs heavy. Plant your hands and step back to downward facing dog. Hips lift up towards the sky. Ground down through your hands, ground down through your feet, and alternate, maybe pressing those heels down towards the mat. Draw that belly up and in towards the spine. 3 breaths here. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Keep that length in the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Shift to plank on your inhale. Keep that belly drawn up and in. Shoulders are protracted and they're kind of in a neutral position. So you're pressing the mat away from you. You can always drop to your knees if you need to modify. Shift forward just slightly and then lower halfway, chaturanga. Drop your belly, lift your chest, come up for cobra, and then the shoulders are away from the ears. Squeeze through your back body. And then press up, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Look up between your thumbs, walk your feet to your hands, forward fold, half lift on your inhale, fold on your exhale, rise to stand, inhale, draw that belly in, forward fold, exhale, half lift on your inhale. Plant your hands down and step the right foot to the back of the mat, and then rise up for a lunge. We want to keep that left knee over the ankle, keep that pelvis neutral and the core engaged. As we're reaching up, and that knee is sinking forward just a little more, that back thigh is squeezing, and your gaze is forward. Breathe in, hands go down around the mat, step back, and then lower halfway, chaturanga. Drop your belly, lift your chest, cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg's gonna rise up towards the sky. And then take that foot all the way up in between your thumbs, but try to keep your hands planted so you can wiggle your foot if you need to. Reach up, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze through that back thigh. Hands go down around that front foot, left foot steps up to meet the right, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold on your exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Plant your hands, step your left foot back, crescent lunge. Reach the arms up towards the sky. And then maybe you sink down a little bit deeper. Breathe in. Hands plant down on the mat, step back, lower halfway, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. We're not throwing the head back, but we're keeping the head forward. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg rises, inhale. Take that foot up between your thumbs. Try not to lift your hands up off of the mat. Crescent lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Take your hands down around the front foot. Right foot steps up to meet the left. Forward fold. Half lift. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Rise to stand. Inhale. And then fold. Exhale. Half lift, inhale. High plank, exhale. Step your feet back. Keep your belly button drawn up and in. Shift forward, lower halfway on your exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, look up between your thumbs, and then walk or hop your feet up to the top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Walk or hop the feet back, lower halfway. Cobra or up dog. Squeeze your thighs together. Downward facing dog. Exhale, breathe in. Breathe out. Big breath in, look up between your thumbs, walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Forward fold, half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Fold. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Walk or hop the feet back. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in, look up between the thumbs, take a big bend at both knees, and then take a hop to the top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Mountain pose, rise to stand, inhale. One more, fold, exhale. Half lift, chaturanga, exhale. Run through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog, right leg reaches up towards the sky. The heel is going up. Look up between your thumbs, draw your knee into your chest, and then take that foot up between your thumbs, crescent lunge. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, sink a little bit deeper, breathe out. Hands go down around the foot, and then on your exhale, the right foot's gonna go back and the left foot's gonna go forward. We're gonna switch. Crescent lunge, left side. Breathe in, sink a little bit deeper, breathe out. Breathe in, take your hands down, switch. Right foot comes forward, left foot goes back, crescent lunge. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in. Take your hands down around the right foot. Take your right foot to the center of the mat. Plant your hands down. Lift that left heel up towards the sky. And take 5 very small hops with that right foot. Drawing that right foot up into the chest. Maybe you catch some hang time. And then take your feet to the back of the mat. Lower down, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, downward facing dog, exhale. Take 2 breaths here in your down dog. Stay grounded down through your hands, through your feet. Left leg rises, heel goes up towards the sky. Crescent lunge, left side. Try not to lift those hands up off of the mat, but wiggle that foot up between your hands. Reach up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands go down around the foot. We're gonna switch. Right foot comes forward, left foot comes back. Reach the arms up. Reach them up even higher. Hands go down, switch. Keep that connection with your breath. Feel your body. Hands go down around the left foot. Left foot comes to the center of the mat. Hands plant, right heel goes up. 5 baby hops with that left foot. So that could mean just your heel coming up and down up off of the mat. Doesn't have to be anything. Maybe you just take a little bit of height. Maybe you reach that right foot up towards the sky. That left knee kind of bends and goes into the chest. Breathe. Then take the feet to the back of the mat, lower halfway, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg's gonna rise up towards the sky, bend at the knee, stack the right hip over the left. Can look over the left shoulder. can catch your breath here. You can spin onto the side of the left foot and then drop that right foot down, flipping your dog. Reaching that right hand up and over, or in my case, towards the Christmas tree. Right hand comes down to the mat, right foot stays lifted, fall in triangle. Draw your knee into your chest and take your right foot off the left side of the mat, spin onto the sides of the feet, and lift the left hand up towards the sky. Keep the connection, breathe in, breathe out. The left hand comes down to the mat, right foot goes straight back up towards the sky. Then draw that knee into your chest, take that foot up between your thumbs, spin onto the side of the left foot, that heel goes down, then windmill your arms, warrior two. So squeeze your shoulders here, look over your right hand, right down that middle finger. Make sure that right knee's right over the ankle and you're spreading through the toes. Stay strong, can't talk, here in your warrior. Repeat your intention if you'd like. And just be with your breath in these poses where you have to be still. Flip that right palm up towards the sky, and then reverse your warrior. Feel that stretch through the right side of the body, and then take the right elbow to the top of the right knee, left arm reaches overhead. We're gonna move through this 3 more times. On an inhale, you're gonna flip your hand up and then reverse your warrior, keep the bend in the knee, and then go into extended side angle on your exhale. Inhale as you sweep up, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle, exhale. One more time, inhale. Really stretch on that right side, exhale, extended side angle. Option here to take your hand down onto the mat, find a bind if that's in your practice, reaching underneath with the right hand, the right arm, and behind you with the left. Your gaze will go up towards the sky if you're in a bind, or it can stay down towards that right foot. Take both hands down around that right foot, and then we're gonna lift the left foot up off of the mat. One hand at a time, we're gonna take our hands to heart center, rising up into a warrior 3. And then slowly rise to stand, take tree pose on the left. So that foot can go on the inside of your thigh, the inside of your shin, on the inside of your ankle. You can flip your foot too and set it on that right thigh. Whatever works best for you. Make sure your spine is nice and tall, shoulders are rolled back and down. Your hands can stay at your heart, or you can reach your hands up towards the sky. And think about how strong you are in this pose, how balanced, how you took time for yourself today. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe you take your arms out to the side and squeeze your shoulders. Maybe you shift your gaze up. Hands are going to come down to the side. Left foot steps down to meet the right chair pose. Draw that belly in. You can see your toes. For people that watch these YouTube videos that go to my classes, we call it ugly butt. So you tuck that booty under, and then you sink a little bit deeper because we don't want it sticking out. We want that low spine to be neutral. Breathe in, breathe out. Sink 1 inch deeper, breathe out. Breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg rises up, bend your knee, stack your hips. You can look over that right shoulder. If you flipped your dog on the other side, you can go ahead and flip that dog, reaching that left hip up towards the sky and that left hand back towards the top of the mat, opening up through the heart. Come back to your three-legged down dog. Straighten out that left leg and then take your fallen triangle. So take that left foot off the right side of the mat. Left hand goes to the center of the mat and right hand reaches up. You're squeezing the thighs and lifting that right hip up towards the sky. Right hand comes down to the mat. Left foot stays lifted. Breathe in. Take your foot up between your thumbs. Bring that back heel down and windmill the arms. Warrior two. So squeeze through the shoulders. Again, connect with that breath when you have to be still. Breathe in, breathe out. Make sure you're grounded down through your feet. Breathe in, breathe out. Powerful breaths here. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep that gaze steady. Left palm flips up, reverse your warrior. You're gonna take a big breath in here and then come into your extended side angle on your exhale. Left elbow to the top of the knee, right arm reaches up. Big breath in as you reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in the knee, exhale, extended side angle. 2 more times, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. So you can stay here. You can take your hand down onto the mat or even onto a block on the inside of your foot, or you can find that bind. Gaze can go down towards that foot or maybe even up towards the sky. We're going to take our hands down around the left foot. Right foot's going to lift up off of the mat, one hand at a time. Find your warrior three by taking your hands to heart center. And slowly rising up to your tree pose on the right. Spread through your toes on the left foot. Find your balance. Use a wall if you need to. Hands can be at your heart. Can reach up towards the sky. Take your arms out to the side or shift your gaze up. Just be where you are. Spine is tall. Chair pose, right foot comes down to meet the left. 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw that belly in towards the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Left foot's going to go to the front of the mat. Right foot's going to go towards the back of the mat. We're going to turn all our toes towards the right side of the mat. Breathe in. And then forward fold on your exhale. Find a wide-legged forward fold. We're going to plant our hands down and just bend into that right knee, keeping the left leg straight. Just taking a very high side lunge here. And then switch over, bend in the left knee. And switch back to the right. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper this time. Exhale over to the left. One more time. To the right. Back to the left. Bottom gets a little bit lower each time. And then straighten out your legs. You can always keep a soft bend in them and just let that head hang down. You can find that clasp behind your back with your hands, letting the head drop down. You can reach for your feet. You can take your hand onto a block. If you have an inversion, you can wiggle your heels to the back of the mat, taking that head down and lifting the feet up towards the sky. Making sure in our headstand that most of the weight actually isn't in the head. It is in the forearms. And while we're upside down, keeping that core engaged, we're just staying grounded through the feet if your feet are down and your head is hanging. Take a breath. The feet are in the air. We're going to take them back down. And then walk your hands to the front of the mat. You're going to drop the right knee down. Left knee is going to be right over the left ankle, and take a low lunge on the left side. Hands are going to go onto the top of the knee, but first we want to make sure that the hips are even, that belly's drawn in, so we're not kind of arching in that low back, but keep it nice and everything here tight. Hands go to the top of the knee, and then just sink your hips forward. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Maybe you close your eyes here. If you want to take a baby back bend, opening up through the heart, or clasp your hands behind your back, you can take that variation. One more breath. Breathe in. Sigh it out, exhale. Hands go down to the mat. Wiggle that left foot out to the side. The foot's at a 45-degree angle, and the right foot's gonna match the left. Come into a low squat. Elbows are on the inside of the knees. Spine is nice and tall. And then plant your hands down. Wiggle your right foot in slightly, and then step your left knee back, your left foot back. Drop your knee, untuck the toes, and then come up for your low lunge on this side. Hands can go onto the knee. Make sure everything is sealed in. It's just like a big cylinder here, and we just want to suck it in. Engage every part of our core, the front, the back, the pelvic floor. And we want to make sure the spine is tall. Let your hips sink forward. You can close your eyes. You can clasp your hands behind your back. You can take a little bit of a heart opener here. And then slowly take your hands down. The left knee is going to wiggle up just slightly, and then the right knee is going to go back to meet the left. Walk your hands towards your knees, and then stand up with a tall spine on your knees. Knees are about hip width distance. The tops of the feet can press into the mat, or you can tuck the toes. Hands are going to go to the low back. Fingers are pointing down, and we're just going to draw those elbows in towards each other. We want to draw the belly up and in towards the spine. We don't want to just have a soft belly, but really engage everything here as you begin to shift your hips forward, and then shift your gaze up towards the ceiling. If this is enough for you, stay right here. Just open up through your heart. We don't want to arch just in the low back. We really want to open up through the chest. You can take one hand down for an ankle and see how that feels. Maybe you switch sides and you go to the other ankle. If it feels good, you can take your hands for your heels and shift those hips forward, keeping that belly drawn in. Chin can go into the chest, or you can gently drop that head back if it feels good on your neck. And slowly come all the way up. Come back to a neutral spine. Plant your hands down and take a downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Take a big bend at both knees. Plant your hands down, and then take a big hop to the top of the mat. Drop your bottom all the way down. Sit down onto your bottom. We're going to lie down on our back. We're going to take our block. Just finish this flow off with some core work. So once you have your block, we're going to extend the left leg forward, and then the right knee is going to come up into the chest. The block is going to go on top of the knee, not on top, but just like onto the thigh, and then the elbow is going to go onto the block as well, the right elbow. Right hand's going to go behind your head. The left hand can too, or it can reach back behind you. You're going to lift the left foot up off of the mat, and we're going to hold it here. 5 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw your belly down towards the spine and down towards the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squeeze your elbow and your knee together through the block. Breathe in. breathe out. One more, breathe in, breathe out. Slowly drop that left foot down, drop the head down, switching sides. Right foot extends forward. Left knee comes in, connect the block between your left elbow and your left knee. Shoulders, the shoulder blades come up off of the mat. The chin goes up towards the ceiling, and then lift that right foot up off of the mat. Just hover it. Right arm can reach back behind. Breathe in, breathe out. 4 more breaths. Make sure everything here is engaged and we're pressing our back down into the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more, breathe in, breathe out. Squeeze the block between your left side. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly come down with the head, with the foot, and then take the block to the side. And then we're gonna reach the arms up overhead, both feet go up towards the ceiling, and then just draw that belly down. It's almost like you're trying to press or smash something down. Keep the arms up. If you need to take them down by your side, you can, and then lower the left foot to hover just above the mat. If you'd like, you can reach the hands up towards the right foot. You can also cradle one hand behind your head. Hold here, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Switch sides, left foot comes up, right foot hovers just above the mat. Your hands can go overhead. Your hands can be down by your side. You can reach up for that left foot. 1 more breath, breathe in, breathe out. Then take both feet up towards the ceiling. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the mat. Hands go behind the head, chin goes up towards the sky. Exhale, crunch up, and then lower back down. Exhale, crunch, and then lower. Exhale, crunch, lower. Exhale, crunch, lower. 5 more. Exhale, crunch up. Shoulders come up off of the mat, lower down. Exhale. 3, 2, 1, hold, chin goes up, press that low back down, and then slowly lower all the way down, butterfly in the knees, out to the side, feet connect. Shoulders go away from the ears. Let your eyes close. Slow down. Coming into your final Shavasana, if you want to extend the legs straight out and let the feet splay out to the side, or you can keep the soles of the feet connected. Feel your belly go up as you inhale and collapse as you exhale. Let your whole body relax from all the hard work you just did. And connect back. What is it that you need in your life to take in? What is it that you need to let go of? With each exhale that you take, you're softening a little bit more, and you're feeling even heavier in the mat. And during this time of the holiday, when it's easy to get caught up in what we're giving people and the next thing to do, just know that you're not going to be there for someone else as much as you could be if you're not there for yourself first. So when that mind starts to go crazy and the thoughts start to flood back in, just notice them and then let them go. And staying here in your Shavasana as long as you need. Thank you so much for flowing with me and taking time for yourself. And the light and the good in me honors the light and the good inside of you. Namaste.